All right, out on Tawakoni, doing a little bit of scouting and decided to troll for some white bass. Absolutely killing them. Probably caught, I don't know, 30 or 40 by now. Some small, but some big ones too. Ironic thing is I wasn't really getting anything until I downsized to like the smallest pet spoon that they make. And all of a sudden I started catching them. So what I'm doing is I'm using a crankbait, took the hooks off, and tied about a 6-foot leader, maybe longer, it might be 8 foot, about an 8-foot leader with the pet spoon at the end, tied off of the front hook spot. It helps that crankbait dive. No weights on the crankbait. I'm just using it's like a 15-foot diver, I think. And I'm generally in about 14 feet of water where the white bass are. Lost a nice striper hybrid a minute ago too on one of those tiny little pet spoons. But I've got, I'll switch the video around. I've got 3 rods out. I've got 2 off the side and I've got 1 off the back on that new rod holder I made. Just for when I've got the shad tank on board. It's pretty slick. I don't know if I can get it in the shot. There it is. Painted it, kind of gray. Go with the boat, kind of. Pretty cool though. So I'll just go ahead and stop the camera. And, well, actually, I'm not going to stop the camera. Let me see if I can find a place to put it. There we go. That should work. And trolling about 2.2 to 2.3 miles an hour. I've got the electric trolling motor out. The electric motor. Well, you call it a trolling motor. It's just an electric motor. We've got something funky going on with this one. Is there a fish? Yeah, there's a fish on it. Oh. No, there's not. It must be tangled from when I put it out there. Hopefully that straightened it up. Yeah. I'll set the drag real light on that one so I can hear it because I'm not going to keep looking up there. It hurts my neck. Just kind of going over the same spot over and over again. Once I picked him up, it was pretty easy. There were like 4 other boats out here, but they were all parked. And these fish aren't wanting it parked. They're definitely wanting it, wanting the bait moving. So, and we're getting one every couple of minutes. Got to just watch it because sometimes the rod just stops responding. Like this one right here is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's not like bouncing. Sometimes they just get tangled when you deploy them, but this one's not even pulling. There might be a fish on it. Sometimes you'll get like a little white bass or a little yellow bass on there, and it'll just sit there and swim with the boat. You won't even know you've got it on. You just notice that your rod doesn't have any action from that crankbait digging down. No, it's no fish. This is the crankbait I'm using. This is a big one. The other 2 aren't that big. This one will go like 30 feet, and you see I just got a swivel with my leader on it. That just keeps it from getting twisty, and it's super easy to connect on there. So if you lose the pet spoon, you can hook another one up real quick. And all I do is just put it out, open up the reel to free spool, and let out to a count, I don't know, to maybe a count of 10 or so. It just depends on the depth and the size of your crankbait and your speed. As long as it's not like dragging the bottom, you'll see if it's dragging the bottom. I'm using these Superman reels from Avet. Pretty cool. Got a lot of power. Really good for this. My catfish rod too. On that one, I don't have a pet spoon. On that one, I've got a Cast Master. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier. So if I get a bigger fish, I'm expecting it'll be on that one. All right, I gotta turn around because I'm getting out into the deeper water, and that's not where these guys are. They're all in 14 feet. Now I'm in 21. When you're doing 3 rods, turning around is tricky because they'll cross each other. So you gotta make a real big arc to turn around. You don't have to let out too much line with the crankbaits though, because they dig down real deep real fast. If you let out too much line, you're gonna drag the bottom and possibly lose one. These crankbaits are like $7 a piece. They're like I think these are the Academy brand. You don't need anything fancy, you just need something that can get down. And if you see it dragging the bottom, then you just reel in a couple of cranks. That one just got bit a couple times. I saw the fish on the graph. Oh, there's one. I heard the drag going a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely. Keep the boat moving, but I'll drop the speed down so that I'm not reeling against so much resistance, because that crankbait really causes a lot of resistance too when you're going a little over 2 miles an hour. This feels like a good fish. It's a lightweight rod, but still it feels like a good fish. Oh, it came off. That's the other problem with some of these little spoons, is that the fish will come off like the last second, like that one just did. That's the only one I'm casting because it's going behind me. I don't want it to. Ooh, man, big school of fish. Let's see what happens. We got 2 others ready to go. This one will be down there in a second. All right, they just passed. They're probably about 3 seconds behind when I see him on the ground. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Is he on? I think he's on. Called it. Is he on? Yeah, he's on. Feel his head shaking. That's cool. Did he come off? Oh my God, he came off. See what I'm talking about? All right, it's okay. Just put it right back out again. I'll be turning around and coming right back over to the same spot anyway. Yeah, these pet spoons are tiny, man, and they all they gotta do is just twist a little bit and they pop right off because the hooks are like little needle hooks. They didn't have any bigger ones when I went to buy them that day. All they had was the tiny ones, and I was dragging bigger spoons and I wasn't getting any fish, so I'm like, all right, let me try these little tiny pet spoons, and all of a sudden, bam, start getting fish of all sizes. So they're probably feeding on little shad is my guess. Match the hatch. I'm not really seeing any shad is the funny, but I'll see a ball every now and then, but they should be spawning, and they were not on the banks this morning. It was really cool last night. I think it's preventing some of the spawn from picking up. I didn't realize I was going too slow. After a while, you kind of get used to the sound of the motor. You kind of know the speed. I'm doing about 2.27 right now. Get my camera set up, back up on here instead of using my iPhone. All right, 25 feet, still too deep. I just keep crisscrossing back and forth. Oh, my phone was on this bag. See, I was going to put this bag up, and then I realized my phone is on it. I think we got one on this one. Looks awfully heavy. That one's getting bit. Yeah, I'm in 18 feet, 17 feet. Oh, yeah, I just felt something on the one in my hands. 16 feet. Yeah, there's one on this right side too. All right, I'm gonna slow it down. Get this one in first. I'll put some braid on these trolling rods. Just so much less twist. Even though I used a snap, whatever it's called, swivel on that other one. Generally, I try to use the good ball bearing swivels because you get a lot of twist in your line doing this, and it just makes it ridiculous. line wraps around the rod tip, and oh my God, there is no fish on here. I think that I'm just not used to how heavy this crankbait is pulling with the Castmaster. I felt a head shake though, so I know there was a fish on there. Let's check this one out. This one got bit, and that's what it'll do. It'll pull, and then go slack. Or not slack, but they just swim with it, and then it kills the action of the rod. It kind of gives you a clue, but I don't know, there might not be one on here either. Now there is. There is. There we go. Little dude. It's funny how they just go completely dormant once you grab the sides of their gills. Of course, that's the sharpest part on the fish too. Those razor gills. How many cuts I get on my fingers from handling white bass. Pick the speed back up. Stick back out there. I'll catch a few more and then call it a day. I gotta go take my boat to the mechanic. He's gonna start working on it, so I'll get my Falcon boat back. Start doing some guide trips again. Can't wait. I'll be back in a minute. The thing you gotta love about a Hobie, man, they got a built-in urinal. The hole in the floor of this white bass I'm keeping. I don't know if you guys ever tried white or yellow, yellow bass. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever tried yellow bass, but they're actually really good eating. They're just so small. It takes a bunch of them, but if you get pretty big size ones, like that one was pretty good size, then they're actually quite tasty. I had a hit on both side rods, and neither one of them got hooked. And 2 miles an hour is like super easy in a kayak too. If you don't have an electric, you can just pedal that off easy. But yeah, I decided that because if I don't have my crate in here, I lose those 4 rod holder, and I end up using the built-in, and these stick out at a 45-degree angle, and then I catch them when I cast and whatever. So last night I ran to Home Depot and I bought some PVC pipe. You only need one piece of 1.25 inch. That was $10. But the 4-ways that I used, those 4-ways on there, those 4-ways are $10 a piece. I don't get that. So all in, I bought 2 pieces of pipe. So I didn't know how much I was going to need, so I bought 2. But all in, I think it was $90. But I also bought like a new PVC cutter so that I have a new blade. I bought PVC glue and primer because I don't know where mine is. I didn't want to look for it. I bought like a really good quality plastic spray paint that adheres to plastic really well. I got some bungee cords for lashing kayaks together because I'm fishing with somebody tomorrow, just in case. So, you know, it wasn't all the cost of this. I think probably I could put the whole thing together. If I didn't have to buy the tools and stuff, I could put the whole thing together. Oop, there's a fish. Let's see. He hit it, but he didn't commit. I think all in all, I could probably build the whole thing for, you need 4, although, you know, I put on 4 of those four ways. I could have put 5. But I only bought 4, and I wasn't going to go back to Home Depot again. I needed to get it done so I could finish my day off. But that would be $50, so $60 for the PVC. And then, you know, if you've got glue and stuff, that's fine. The paint was like $6. So really, you could build the whole thing for about 50, 60, 70, probably about $70, $75, which is not bad. And you have to bend the PVC to get it to be straight, otherwise it'll be sticking out at a 45-degree angle. So I just used a barbecue charcoal electric igniter and heated up the, oh shit, I Oh, I was snagged. It came off. Good. Heated up the PVC until it started to become pliable, and then just pushed it up and held it until it formed into shape. And it fits great. It locks right in. You got to bend it a little bit to get it in there because it that 45-degree angle, it locks in on both sides, and it works perfectly. We've got a school of fish going underneath us right now. I think there's one on that top rod, but fool me once. I'm in like 13.8 feet. I am dragging the bottom. I can see that rod. Oops, I can see that rod right there is dragging the bottom. That's why it's jerking around so much. Hopefully it doesn't get snagged again. I am further to the right than I have been. I haven't been in this. There's more fish here than there were in the other spot, probably because I spooked them all out of the other spot by catching all their cousins. I think that rod up there might have something on it. It looks pretty heavy. I don't see the pulsing of the crankbait either. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is a good fish. All right, I gotta put the, oh, I have nowhere to put the rod. Oh, I think he came off. I had nowhere to put the phone. Dang. Is he still on? He was pulling hard. Hopefully my phone doesn't drop in the water. I moved that bag that it was sitting on. That's why I was holding it. Darn it. Yeah, it looks like he got off. That was a good one. Man, there's fish all over here. I'm coming into this area. I don't have any trails over in this spot. There's tons of them. Water's shallower too, 13.8. Yeah, there's something on that rod. Oh no, there is something on there. You see how bent that thing is and it's not moving? Like it's not pulsing. Like see how that one's pulsing? You see the end of the rod vibrating? And that one's not. Oh, that one's just the fish. All right, so there is a fish on there. Let's see. Shit. Don't really have anywhere I can put this. Let's bring the bag back out. Oh shit, now I'm snagged on the right-hand side. All right, I gotta stop the boat. That is the one time I'll stop it. See if I get snagged on the bottom like that. All right, let me get this fish in and loosen up that drag a little bit. See if the fish is still on there. I gave him too much slack. Yeah, he got off. Not surprised. Oh, no, he didn't. Still there. He's just a little. Ow, shoot. Baby dude. Got me with the freaking. Fish on it. Yep, there certainly was. Oh wow, it's a better fish too. Oh, he just got off. I think it was a hybrid. You'd have never known he was on there. He was just swimming with it. Try to get this one that's snagged. Just go to the other side of it. You just don't pull the direction that it was snagged. Try to get behind it. Yeah, not behind it. Oh, it did come off. All right, spoon's still on. Awesome. Here we go again. Redeploy. Yeah, there's a lot of fish moving around under the boat. All over the place. I'm not gonna put so much line out this time. I'll count them to like maybe 5. These crankbaits got rattles in them too. I don't think it hurts. A little noise to attract them in. There we go. All right. couple other boats cruising the area. They're just kind of watching me. All right, last one. All right, I'm going back to the same spot again. Miles an hour. All right. Oh, big school of fish coming underneath. Oh yeah. Yep, this rod got hit. So did that one. Yeah, it feels a little. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it was a lot of fish in that group. All right, dude, stop. Stop. He's not so bad. He'd be a neater. Be 10 inches. Something's wrong with that rod. It's not bent over. It should be. Fish. He's surfing. Oh no, the crankbait was tangled. Oh no. Ooh, more fish underneath the boat. Line is so twisted, I'm gonna have to get it off of there. It's wrapped around the end. Where the? Oh, there we go. That's a good fish. Oh yeah, I can't get the rod out of the rod holder. This one's the one with the Castmaster, so it's a little bit bigger target there. Oh yeah, this is a good fish. Slow the boat down quite a bit. Wow, that fish is heavy. He's still on. This one hasn't come off yet. Oh yeah, big head shakes too. Oh yeah. This be the biggest one since the cameras. Oh yeah, big head shakes. Wow. He is really trying to get that hook out of his face. This one's got a treble hook on it. Almost got him in. Wow, he is really pulling. This has got to be a hybrid. Oh, whoa! Look at him. I haven't gotten a look at him yet. Oh, wow, because my leader is so long. Man, he is really pulling. I just don't want to stop the boat or those lines will drag down. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That is a nice hybrid. I shouldn't do this because I've lost the last two I've done it with. I'm going to lift him into the boat. I've got a net right behind me. Just lazy. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. Let's speed the boat back up. Remember how I said the weather was getting more stripery. Stop, dude. Just threw the hook. Got me in the finger in the process. Sat real still until the last second. And then all of a sudden it was time to kick. Now he's got his fins right on the underside of my legs. All right, there we go. All right, not a bad hybrid. I'm not gonna let go of his gills or he's gonna gill me. So, not bad. He might have been 18. Maybe. I'm not keeping any fish today, so it's all good. Man, you got water everywhere. Stuck my finger. Hook flew somewhere. I don't know where the hell that went. That's the thing with hybrids, they are feisty. All right, that's the big fish of the day. Got it on camera, so that's cool. Cool. Twist it up. I'm kind of getting out of the area though. It's all right. All right, that was fun. My legs are getting sunburned. It's the first time I've had my legs exposed. Open that drag a little bit so I can hear it when I get another one. Sweet. Filming a whole YouTube episode on a iPhone. In a lot of cases, it does better than my regular phone. Blood all over my hand. My blood. And he got me good. Oh, the line cut my finger. That's what the fish got me, but the line cut my finger too while I was holding it. All right. We have a net. Next time we're going to use it if the fish is big enough to warrant. Quit trying to be lazy. One. There's two. Wish somebody would invent a crankbait with a collapsible bill just for this. Fold under or fold back or something. All right. This thing doesn't have a real good turning radius with that motor at the very back like that. What? Oh my God. So the crankbait is up on the rod tip, but that long leader is in the water. Fish are hitting. Oh, there's no way. Check that out. Oops. Check that out. See the tip? Oh, there's a freaking fish on it. Wow. It was just hanging down in the water and the fish came up and bit it. It wasn't even deployed. It was just right next to the boat. That is so funny. You can stay there for a minute. I'm gonna get spooled if this boat doesn't turn a little bit faster. That's hilarious. Came right up to it, ate it. All right, come on, get off of there. There's a very light line on this rod. I think it's 10 pound. 10 pound monofilament. Coming up behind it now. So I've been in Florida for like in the last month, I've been there like three weeks out of the last month, doing some business. And I was in St. Petersburg. They've got this fishing bridge that's like a fishing park. And I was going there and fishing at night after I was done with work and dinner. And caught a Goliath grouper, my first ever. So got a bucket list fish. It was only like 10 pounds. There it goes, it came loose. Sweet. It was only like 10 pounds, so it was like a baby. But way cool looking. I just went ahead and bought a Florida full year fishing license, salt and fresh water, because I always end up in Florida one way or another. There must be some on the surface. Obviously, I came right up to the boat to eat it. I'm gonna have to reel it up. Little dude. Right. If I see a big enough school, I'll stop and slab for them, but these fish are scattered. They're all over the place. Boats that I've saw that stopped weren't catching anything. Ooh, I just heard thunder. Yeah, that's why the clouds are coming in. Now, I'm only about a quarter mile from the boat ramp, so if I see anything that looks spooky or if I get any alerts on my watch about lightning, I'll be off of here for sure. I hear it rumbling off in the background though. All right.